What's up, peeps? Thank you for joining me once again. This is Gruvi, and let's continue playing Tyranny. Okay, so
moving cautiously.
We managed to get hold of the forge. Okay, I have a sigil of piercing. That's interesting. We built the forge on top of the spire. Let's see if we can upgrade any of this. Total cost. Oh, it costs a lot of money to upgrade, but it does make it like more powerful. I cannot afford it. What about the mace? This item cannot be upgraded. What about Barrick's sword? We can make it more powerful, but oh, we need an iron ingot. Okay, so we cannot use it at the moment. What's the difference between these two? Okay, we'll come back later when we have more money to spend. Let's what we have quite a lot of bronze ingots, like 10 of them. I wonder if they are generated by the forge. I don't know. Iron ingot, that's cool. Oh, we have more forges here.
What do we
because
have
we can hire people to work here, right? What's this? Ardent bronze sword. This is pretty good. It's way better than the falcata we have. It has less armor penetration, which is sad, but it does have shit more accuracy and TPS. Let's equip that. We'll work with that one. Okay, let's use the sword we just acquired. It looks better. I like it. Yeah. Okay, so let's go. We had to. What did we have to do now? Sorry. We had to. We could either meet Graven Ashe, Iron Hearth, or we could try and conquest the other spires. Okay, let's go meet Graven Ashe. I don't believe there was a lot we could do adventure as well. Yeah, well, there was a lot of we could do there, but let's go to. Okay, it's 2 days there. Okay, let's go. There was quite a lot of things to do there, but we can go back later. Right now, I want to get back into the main story, because yeah, the spire was not part of Tunon's request, so we got away from our track for a couple of days now. Let's go and visit Graven Ashe and see what he has to say. Okay, this is a cool encampment. I like it.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't.
It's pretty well defended, and it's in a favorable position. Easy to defend. Actually, it makes sense that it is here. Okay, let's do the usual. Let's go and loot stuff. That's a cool stuff, perhaps full entry. And there's a lot of people to talk to in here, just like in Lethian's Crossing. Okay. Verse is level 6. Affliction duration. This is interesting for the burning. Ability, accuracy, armor deflection. What increases her dodge? Quickness. Yeah, only quickness. Let's go with quickness then. We'll go with quickness, and After a kill, Burst will strike twice with her attacks for a short time. Mocking Iron Burst taunts her foe. I don't want her to taunt anyone. When an enemy strikes Burst, she gains a passive bonus. Nope. Attacks made with bow gain armor penetration. That's interesting. Battle Mind. I want to see what's further down the road. What's best strategically thinking forward. Gain immunity when Burst is in the party. All members gain bonus experience for dual wield. That's interesting for Gruvi actually. Gain bonus experience for dual wield, bows, and athletic skills. Yeah, this is quite a good combo between Gruvi and Burst. I think I might go for that. Burst swaps positions with an enemy when and then stabs them. That's a cool. That on the other hand is a cool ability to have. When an enemy strikes Burst, she gains a passive bonus to dodge and parry. That's also useful. And this effect stacks. Yeah, let's get that one. She'll be more balanced out. That usually, that's not always good in role-playing games. Sometimes it's better if you go like full on with one over the other. That's a cool loot we're getting here. Yeah, there's a lot of things to grab, but let's finish looting this, then go talk to Graven Ashe, and after that we can decide what to do. I kind of regret I didn't do any side quests in Lethian's Crossing. I should have done that, but we have time. Let's not worry in advance. Let's talk to Graven Ashe, see what he has to say, and then we can decide what to do. Okay. Fatebinder. No one in recent history has reached the pinnacle of Aspire, and yet you step to the top as if they were intended for your occupation. What do you have to say? If they help me conduct this war, then you should have nothing to complain about. Okay, I'm still figuring out what it could mean. Take care with your curiosity then. If the arcana behind the spires has been lost, there is likely a good reason behind it. What is it you require? Tell me more about yourself, about your connection with your soldiers. Every member of the disfavored is as precious to me as family. Their bloodlines are known and respected, their performance in combat beyond every expectation, and I would go any length in their service. They call me General or Archon, yet I consider myself a servant and guardian of these excellent women and men. But I suspect that isn't what you intended to hear, There is a deeper connection still. What's this? Graven Ashe, the Archon of War, is capable of shielding his soldiers from injury and fatigue. This protective influence exerts itself even from far away or as he sleeps. If he sleeps, rumors disagree. What? Few understand how this arcane power works, but all who have faced the disfavored in battle will attest that Ashe's soldiers can survive serious harm and shrug off the fatigue of starvation or long marches in heavy armor. When the disfavored are wounded, Ashe's Aegis, as I'm referred to the Archon's unique power, appears to help the disfavored. Okay, he can basically prevent harm. But to appreciate it, you must understand our history, my rebellion, and my rise to power. I want to know more about the disfavored. We are more than a mere army. Okay, we are from the north, rigid discipline, blah blah blah. As conquerors, it's our duty to teach savage lands not just how to live up to the values of the empire. Live for them, okay. Do you regard the southerners with great severity? The south has quoted in willful ignorance of Cairo's superiority for so long that they don't deserve my respect. We looked on them from afar with nothing but scorn. Damn it, I don't have enough lore. All that I see in tears confirms my bias. There's lawless neglect, corruption, infighting. Okay. This place is unformed, and it's our duty to fashion it appropriately. Okay, I gain favor with them. You speak the truth. We're here for the glory of Kairos. Okay, you're such a brown nose. Of course, it's possible that these steersmen may come to enjoy all the best of Kairos' offerings. Okay. A worthy pursuit by any standards. Do these favorites have their own laws? Okay, they have a particular set of standards and have laws as you would know them under Tunon's teaching. Okay, they know their expectations. I expect my soldiers to follow Kairos' mandates. The second, honor all oaths of your life, with your life. Okay, there cannot be no formal marriage for these favored ranks. This is to prevent any obligations higher than the military. I do not like that. Okay. And last, honor your shield and weapon. Maintenance or arms. Okay. Of course, there are rare exceptions. How do you fare under the shell of Iron Son of Barikonen? Well enough, General. I know I'm not in top form, but I am able to execute my duties with distinction. As you say, as you say. Okay, let's talk about something else. How can I continue my service of the disfavored? These are troubled times for all, but none more so than the forces of Kairos. Our organized offense has splintered. Loyalty is challenged at every command. Okay. We had thought the Venturing Guard were the final death rattle of this region's defiance. We were wrong. While the disabled labor to maintain order, that serpent Voices of Nerat grows his army of lunatics. I can only imagine that the Voices of Nerat is driving his gangs mad with plots to storm the fortress. Okay, so he's planning to kill the Voices of Nerat. The elimination of chaos must be our first priority, then we will have time to govern the tiers as Kairos intended. Can I depend upon your support against this scourge? What would you have me do? Our position of authority in the Blade Grave is far from secure. We need to establish ourselves in the region in order to cultivate our strength for the battle to come. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Come on, speak it out. The Unbroken, former daughters and sons of Stalwart, vex our efforts to secure this region. The Edict of Storms offers them cover. They slip past our patrols in the light of day. Who are the Unbroken? The Unbroken Legion was the proud and accomplished army of the realm of Stalwart. Citing their victories as evidence of skill, they pride themselves on never facing defeat while fighting on home soil. After the Edict of Storms tore apart Stalwart and twisted it into the Blade Grave, barely a 20th of the Unbroken... Okay, so they are elite forces. Kairos cast this blight on the country to set an example, not to plague those of us loyal to the north. You must travel to Sentinel Stand and seek out Straydus Herodin. He's the last of the old Stalwart bloodline. Okay. Put him to the sword and end this edict once and for all. Why is he so important to the edict? He would neither surrender nor impel his soldiers to do so. Okay, so Kairos decreed that the storms will be up until he was dead. So we need to kill him to end it. Tell me of the Edict of Storms. Kairos visited this plague upon the people of Stalwart to punish their leader's cowardice. He had thought the edict would be spelled long ago. Okay, the rust and debris filling the air is a source of constant irritation and hampers our ability to conduct this war on our terms. Okay, thankfully your goals are well matched. The persistence of the edict is tied to Herodin's bloodline. Kairos decreed that the storms will continue until the last of the regents is slain. Consider him dead. Find the last regent, kill him, end this edict of storms and staunch his steeping wound of rebellion once and for all. Could we not find a common ground with the people of Stalwart? Your decency is a breath of fresh air considering how long I have endured. Okay. The people of Stalwart made their choice when they refused to bend the knee. Okay, I will go there and judge by my findings. If your perspective is as lawful and orderly as it ought to be, the right path should seem clear. The Unbroken must be destroyed. Should you arrive at any other conclusion, I suggest that you stifle your opinion and follow orders like any good soldier. Okay, fuck you. There is one final matter to discuss. My daughter went missing in the second year of the conquest. I have reason to believe she's trapped in the fortress of the Sentinel Stand. If you can find Amelia, bring her home to me. Could she have willingly abandoned her duties? If I find her, I'll ensure her safe return. Okay, she's but one soldier. Okay, she's the commander of the highest renown. Yeah, she's your daughter, you asshole. Fatebinder, I offer my support on this mission. The Blade Grave is a place of memory. Yeah, that's when you got your armor. Could you elaborate? The matter is a sensitive one, but I fear to speak it in the company of the great general, though he doubtless knows it already. Speak on, son of Barikonen. Nothing I've seen you accomplish in the fields has diminished you in my eyes. Okay, he lost countrymen by the hundred in the last day of the stalwart campaign, and for my troubles I became fused in this armor. The Blade Grave is the last place I've ever felt human. Okay, the last battle of Stalwart was a terrible time, perhaps most of all for you who survived, blah blah blah. I mourn those we lost and recite their names often during morning drills. Of course you can accompany me. And in you, Armored One, never forget that I found you at the mere germination of your potential. Yeah, okay. Cheesy stuff. Your map is already marked with the position of the Sentinel stand. It would take me 100 lifetimes to forget those old walls. Let's be off then. Okay. Find the way to the ocean spire in the Blade Grave. That's a quite huge army you have here. Investigate Sentinel stand keep. We were tasked by Tunon not to help Graven Ashe, but to investigate him.
Can't do that.
I'm not sure if I should be
Sorry, I can't.
helping him or like walking around trying to find evidence against him. Let's rest for a little bit. Because Barik is wounded, I won't neglect him any longer. Oh, we have a missive here. My dear Gruvi, the court is all abuzz with the news of the civil war. Representatives from the chorus and the disfavor are having title shouting matches in front of Tunon. The petitioners to the court seem swept in talks of who will crush whom and if and when Tunon will bring down the gable and stop the fighting. What has me more intrigued is the other story about the venture as well. Tunon sends you on what I thought was going to be a one-way trip to the well, and not only do you leave, you somehow claim the mountain spire and you broke the Kairos edict too. Such things make a little civil war seem so trivial in comparison. Tell me, what was it like to break the edict, and how is it you took control of the spire? Explain the experience as best as you can. Respond with questions for your own. Downplay the events. Okay, let's explain it. He's a colleague. Okay, so we can read our response. That's interesting. That's refreshing, I would say. Okay, it simply said, nations of the Overlord must claim the Ascension Hall before the Day of Swords. I took care of the battle. My claiming of the spire happened moments after I left. I felt the edict grip release. As for how I actually claimed the spire, it is perhaps a mutual bond. This is a lot of information. Don't send it. Downplay the events. Respond with questions for your own. Did you know what the wording of the edict would entail? Did you advocate that I be sent on that one-way journey? Yeah, dealing with two petulant, disagreeable archons occupied the precious time I might have spent. How about you tell me what you know first? You were the one who taught me the value of never being tricked into self-incrimination. Yeah, it's kind of cocky, but let's send it.
Will do.
Let's get that going. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Alfonsa. Consider it? Not for a second. We pick our soldiers from elite northern families. We don't recruit flies buzzing over mass grave. Are the disfavored so narrow-minded? My gang's strength delivered us across half a dozen battles with fallen enemies in our wake. The question is not a matter of your skill, but of your breeding, your training, your pedigree. Fatebinder, if I might take a moment of your time. Okay, what do you need? This person comes representing a Scarlet Cross gang. What did you call yourselves again? The Greening Bleeders. We have a long and storied reputation in the Scarlet Chorus ranks. Killers of the highest order, my gang. Before I was boss here, I ran with the broken shift. Okay, I don't give two shits about this. Come on. You made up at least 2 of those gangs. And don't even bother denying it. Just be careful what names you toss around when there's a former boss standing within earshot, you little peasant. Burst, so kind of you to chime in with your corrections. In any case, he's asking to join the disfavored, which is out of the question. I've explained the numerous reasons why we can't allow it, but the wretch won't listen. Do you want me to decide the matter? You must know Kairos' law back to front, and I trust you know our traditions as well. If it peels this lamprey off my backside, I'll allow it. Speaking of for my gang, we'll accept your judgment. We're eager to crack some cheersmen's skulls with Kairos' army. Let me take your testimony. Of course, I have nothing to hide. Why can't the recruits join the disfavored? Most of us would rather swallow our tongues and take orders from some rigid okay. Graven Ashe handpicks his disfavored from the decorated northern stock. He takes a personal interest in our training and education. Yeah, you're elite, I get it. Why this interest in the disfavored? Better training, better quarters, iron weapons. The disfavored have everything we wanted out of joining the military. We want to serve Kairos to the best of our abilities. Is that asking too much? All ironclads seems to think so. Their respect for command leaves something to be desired. What is my help worth to you? Why did you leave? Our old gang boss fell at the last battle of Vengeance Well. We saw how the disfavored operated and realized it was a chance for a better life, a longer one too. Desertion happens every day in the Scarlet Chorus. I can tell you that we won't be missed. He says that like he's boasting. Only the shit-heeled recruits who never make a name for themselves are overlooked at muster. Okay, I'm ready to make my ruling. You abandoned your duties. Execution is the only recourse. You are no longer in the military. Go live civilian lives and keep Kairos' peace best as you can. I consigned you to hard labor, hauling wagons and digging latrines. On a second thought, allow me to consider my questions. No, I'm ready to make my ruling. You're no longer in the military. Okay. We've seen too much in the Scarlet Chorus to return to a normal life, but I won't deny that putting down roots is a tempting idea. Okay, she wanted him killed. Thank you, Fatebinder. Alright, that is it. Yeah, so we have our mission now. I think I'll decide whether I want to start a side quest or go on our main quest. In the meantime, I think I'll leave it here. If you liked this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps, and subscribe. And I see you on the next one. Bye.